Hey everyone, welcome back to Queen of Horror. If you haven't noticed, I got a new camera. I had a new microphone too, but I can't seem to find it. So I'm sorry if I look over this way. My flip, like the screen used to come up above it. So I think that was a lot better than the side because now I'm just looking off to the side constantly because, yeah, anyway. I had a microphone to go with it, but somehow it's just disappeared. I mean, I'm sure I'll find it somewhere inside the house, but I wanted to go into what's been going on lately because it's been insane. It really has been. It doesn't, like, the bad luck I've been having is just getting ridiculous. Like, there's no way this is not bad luck. I believe in luck 100% because there's times where I'd have a really good run and everything will be going right, everything will be going smoothly and good. And then there's times, like, it's like seems to be going on and off. You have like a good run for a bit and then you get the bad luck and then you just like, it's one thing after another and it just keeps happening. And I honestly, I definitely know when I'm in my bad periods because it's just non-stop. And I just get to the point where I'm like laughing now every time something goes wrong because it's just, how could it get any worse than this? I will get into the questions first and then I will talk about what's been going on. So I will go platform by platform. So first, I will start off with your YouTube questions. All the questions you asked me on YouTube. Alrighty, so here are some of your questions that you asked me. If you could change anything from your past, what would it be? And have you played video games before? Anything from my past, I'd have to say, I wouldn't stay in a toxic relationship as long as I did. My last relationship, I stayed for way too long, but I did get 2 beautiful kids out of it. So that's a good thing. Have you played video games before? I have. I do enjoy video games, but it has to be certain video games. I used to love storyline ones, but ever since I became a mum, I sort of, at the end of the day, I want something where I can just like zombie out. So I much prefer to watch movies now or TV shows because I literally just lay there, do nothing, and just zombie out and just watch a video because I feel so tired and mentally drained from the day. But I do enjoy Dead by Daylight and Fortnite and COD. And a lot of the horror games. I will forever love horror games. I like Resident Evil, Biohazard, Heavy Rain, Until Dawn. I loved Until Dawn. The Devil Within? Is that a game? I feel like I can't remember the name of this game. I'm pretty sure it's The Devil Within or something. I can't remember, but I really enjoyed that one too. So yes, I've even actually thought about making a gaming section for this channel where I'll just like play creepy video games and you guys can watch me freak out. I really want to get the VR headset and try Biohazard with the headset on. I never actually finished Biohazard because I got stuck on this one part and sort of like gave up on it and I didn't try it ever again. I just sold the game. So I wouldn't actually mind giving that another go, especially with VR. Do you have any siblings? Please use my question. I do. I have one sibling. She's older than me. She has 2 kids herself. I probably won't include her name or anything in this for privacy reasons, but yeah. All right, let's see. Do you have abilities that are considered supernatural, like third eye or visions? Can you hear them and or speak to them? Well, no, not necessarily. I used to be able to see them as a kid. I have been seeing things recently, but not as much as I used to as a kid. Like, I've seen things really because I just think they're drawn to my kids. I think that's why I'm seeing them. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Sometimes I do see people on the street that aren't there. Like, I will see a fallen figure and then I'll look back at them and they're not there anymore. But I don't know if you'd put that down to seeing spirits or anything. I'm not really sure if I am gifted or whatever. Also, do you like stuffed animals and do you like creepypasta characters? I feel like so many people are just gonna like... I'm a very cold person. I don't necessarily like stuffed animals. I sort of... Everything to do with being a kid I lost as a kid. I feel like maybe I had to grow up too fast. Maybe that's why, or maybe it's just not who I am, but I'm not a very stuffed animal, cartoon kind of person. And do I like creepypasta characters? I mean, they're very interesting. I don't necessarily read a lot of creepypasta because I'm more into the true stories at the moment. I used to love urban legends as a kid, but that's really, I like the true stories now and just horror movies and yeah, things like that. Have you ever owned anything that was haunted? We recently had an activity table. I talk about this in one of my ghost story videos, and my kids were freaking out about it. A lot of bad things came with it. My kids, well, my youngest is now starting to see things, but I don't think it's what was attached to the table. I think that might be something else. I don't know exactly. But yes, we did have an activity table, a kids' activity table that was haunted. Why did you start YouTube and why did you choose to do horror? I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be reading names out, but I just completely forgot. I'm so sorry, guys. Why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I wanted to for a very long time. I used to watch Sniper Wolf and I used to love her videos, and like she just seemed to have so much fun with it. And I really wanted to do something like that, but with my own twist, you know. I do want to expand my channel eventually and sort of do the vlogging as well like she used to do, but I'm not gonna like be doing reacting or anything like that, or gaming videos, obviously. Well, my channel's going to be based around horror, but I will expand and do vlogs and stuff like that eventually. So yeah, I guess Sniper Wolf is sort of the one that inspired me to become a YouTuber because it just looked like a heap of fun. Why did you choose to do horror? Well, if I didn't, my friends and family would probably be like, are you okay? Are you feeling sick? Because horror has just been me my entire life. When people think of me, they think of horror. Like literally, I don't see my friend a lot. I only have one friend. I don't see her a lot because I'm a mum now and I have other things to do. But whenever we meet up, the first thing she says, what scary things have happened to you now? Like, how many ghost stories to tell me, because she just knows, like, yeah, I'm the person to ask about all that stuff. Favorite YouTubers? I love Sniper Wolf. She's definitely my favorite. My second favorite would have to be Jessie V. Like, I reckon her videos are so interesting and she's such a cool person. She's so nice too. A lot of the people I reached out to for collabs sort of just ignored me. I don't hold them against them at all because I know they'd be really busy, but I really appreciate the fact that Jessie V took the time to respond. Even though she didn't give me a collab, she still replied to me, and yeah, she was really nice about it. I really like her for that. Favorite creepypasta? As I said before, I don't really read a lot of creepypastas. I have read a few urban legends, that's mainly when I was a kid. I mainly just read true stories now, but my favorite urban legend would have to be Bloody Mary, if you count that as a creepypasta or not. What's your favorite horror movie? My favorite horror movie would have to be Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. Have you ever heard of the 27 Club conspiracy, and will you be doing a video about it? I might do a video on it. I have heard of it. It is really, really weird, and I remember reading something recently. I can't remember who it was. It was some sort of celebrity that said they were going to join the 27 Club, and they did. I'm sorry, that was pretty weird. So I might do a video on that soon, actually. Call my eye on your channel. Happy to see similar tastes. Pardon me if you already answered this before somewhere, but I'm curious, what's your favorite movie? I feel like I'm doing repeat questions, but I don't want to leave anyone out. So yes, Nightmare on Elm Street. Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, marry one, date one, kill one, go. It's pretty easy for me on this one. So I love Freddy Krueger, so I'd marry him. I'd date Michael Myers, and I'd kill Jason, because if you've seen Freddy vs. Jason, you know what is under that mask. It's not pretty. What is the best horror film with the best plot twist you have ever watched and would highly recommend to us? Oh god, that is really hard because I like every horror film. The best plot twist? I don't know, honestly. The plot twist. I don't know now. I can't think of a plot twist, a good plot twist. I'm gonna be sitting there for ages. But I guess it's not really a plot twist film, but it is a really interesting film. I just recently watched it and it was pretty enjoyable. Escape Room, that's what I watched. Escape Room was was pretty good. Ready or Not was a good recent one. I enjoyed Would You Rather. I'm not even naming plot twist movies right now. I can't think of a plot twist movie. I'm sorry. But yeah, those are some good movies that if you haven't seen, you should probably check out. What is your favorite creepypasta? I'm sorry, I don't read creepypastas. And what is your favorite horror character? Freddy Krueger is my favorite horror character. It always will be. Oh god, I saw this one and I was dreading this one. I was dreading it. This isn't a question, but it's always so interesting seeing other people try speaking Afrikaans. So if you want to add this to your vid, can you try saying these words? Ek het een droom gehad waar ek 2000 subscribers gehad het en toe wil ek ho dankbaar en lekker en special. Dit wil so min maar bij subscribers teehee. I don't know if I said any of that right, but there you go. Have you ever been to Philippines? No, I haven't actually left my state. I live in Queensland in Australia and I haven't even left the state before. Well, I mean, I was born in New South Wales, so I guess I have. But yeah, since I moved here, I have not gone out of my state. I've had a very uneventful life in traveling terms. If you could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? I guess I'd say Sniper Wolf. She's really cool. And she helped me through a major depression thing a while back, so I feel like it would be really, really cool to just meet her and talk to her and have dinner with her. But other than that, I'd have to say Brittany Murphy, because I am really intrigued as to what happened to her. Like, her story has like fascinated me for a long time, and yeah, I really want to know what happened to her. What was the first horror movie you ever watched? That's a really funny story, because I think I was around 5 or 6 years old. I think I might have been 6. We used to go down to Video Easy and rent a few movies, and every single time I'd spot a horror movie, I'd want to watch it, my mum would say no. This one time I went to Video Easy and I spotted Child's Play. And so I really, really wanted to watch it, and my mum said no. And so I chucked a tantrum in Video Easy, and my mum got the movie, not to please me, but to make me regret it, because she thought I'd have nightmares about it. And well, that led to me getting the second one and the third one, and then expanding to a heap of other horror movies. So that started my horror movie addiction. Has your channel been monetized? Yes, it's been monetized for over a month now. Have you ever been to South Africa? No, I haven't been outside of my state. Would you rather be a pig or a shrimp? I'd rather be a pig. Hands down. Because shrimp look weird. They do. And pigs are able to digest humans. And you wouldn't be able to tell if that was a human or if it was an animal. They chomp through bones. It's got dark real quick, didn't it? Okay, that is all the questions on YouTube. I'm going to move on to Instagram now. Would you try out a platform called the Storyfire app? I'm not sure. I did click on it to have a look and I couldn't really figure out what it was for. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it in the future. I'm not sure. Do you have any animals? No, I don't. But I do want to get a dog, a German Shepherd, in the future. If you do, then do they have a creepy name from a movie or something like that? Probably will. What is your most grotesque horror movie you've ever seen? And have you ever had any paranormal experiences? What was it? The most grotesque horror movie. I really can't think of them. Like, I've seen a lot of horror movies, so I can't think of them off the top of my head now. I mean, a Serbian film was really hard to watch. I don't know if you call it grotesque though. Like, it was a really horrible movie. When I think of grotesque, I think of gore. So, I mean, not really the most gory movie I've seen. Grotesque, it would probably have to be one of the Spit on Your Grave movies, because the revenge for those movies, they get you cringing a lot. I'm gonna have to say I Spit on Your Grave too, because the whole thing is just cringy. And have you ever had any paranormal experiences? What was it? If you want to listen to my paranormal experiences, you're gonna have to go to one of my horror ghost stories. Like, I'm gonna leave a link up here because actually I'll leave a few. They'll just pop up a few times. But yeah, I've had a lot of paranormal experiences. The main one that scares me the most, or scared me the most, is when I was a kid and I hid under my blankets because I kept hearing something down my hallway, and when I came out there was a little girl in my room, and yeah, I bawled my eyes out and she didn't leave until I fell asleep. So I was up for hours just staring at her. It was so terrifying for such a young kid to go through. Okay, now that is all those. Now I will go to the Twitter questions. Have you seen Coraline, and what are your thoughts on it? Should it be a children's show? I haven't seen Coraline, but I've seen a lot of clips of it. I think it should be a children's show, but like parents should also know what it is, and it shouldn't just be like in any children's show, like just throw it out. I think it's a really good starter for like horror movies if you want to lean that way. Like my daughter is definitely leaning that way. She likes all of her horror cartoons and sort of creepy cartoons and nursery rhymes and stuff like that. We just showed her, I can't remember what it's called, The Boy and the Peach or something like that. It's sort of like a creepy video or creepy starter movie. So we showed her that. Coraline would probably be really good for her. She likes Home Alone and yeah, stuff like that. But she's only 3. So obviously we're going in really, really slowly. She's not going to be making any jumps into horror yet. If you could, would you talk to the devil himself so you and your family could escape death? Yes, I would. I don't know what would be involved in that talk, but I have 3 kids, so I would pretty much do anything for them. I would sell my soul for them if I had to. What's one of the things that creeped you out as a kid? I don't know if you mean like story, like something that's happened to me, or just a story I heard as a kid. I just explain what happened to me, what scared me. So a story that I heard that scared me. I used to get really scared of Bloody Mary and Candyman. What's the scariest video you have done? Scariest video, I'd have to say, would be the Annalise Michelle one. I have always been like really interested in her story, but it has always really scared me. Like the recordings of her voice, it doesn't sound natural. And they've got like this interview with the priests and stuff like that were there. And it's listening to them talk. It just sounds terrifying. Like there's one point where he says, they were all sort of praying because she said she was free. And they were looking for a closing prayer and everything, and you could hear everyone singing. They all had, like, their voices seemed up. They seemed cheerful, and then all of a sudden you hear the roar from the demons again coming through her, and it's really gutting when you hear it, you know? How disappointing, or like how upsetting it would be to feel like she was free, and then all of a sudden hear it come back again. How did you start doing YouTube? I actually started 3 years ago. I was doing another, oh no, it wouldn't be 3 years. It'd be about 2 years. I was doing another channel for a while. I was trying to do a family channel, but then it got really like tiring really quickly because I was constantly thinking of like what to film, where to go. It had to be interesting because it was vlogs, you know. And so I eventually thought I wanted to do something for me. I wanted to take a break from that and just do something for me. And so, and I wanted to start a horror channel. And it took off really, really well. And so I stuck with it. And yeah, it's the best thing that I've done, honestly. What are your favorite horror movies of the 1990s? My favorite movies from the 1990s would have to be Child's Play 2 and It. I did sort of enjoy the Puppet Master movies, but they were always really, really weird to me. I mean, they got me scared, definitely. They made me uncomfortable. literally just the look of them and everything makes you uncomfortable. So I guess sort of that one's included as well, but yeah, mainly just it and Child's Play 2. So I was gonna go into what's happened, but it took me 30 minutes to get through all those questions. So I think I might leave that for another time. If you want to hear what's going on, let me know in the comments. And also, please let me know where you guys are from in the comments. I'd love to hear where you guys are from. Plus, I'd really love to know what time I should be posting videos. Because I'm guessing most of you are from America, but I still feel like I'm not posting at the right time for you guys. So let me know where you're from, and I will find out what time it is in your area and when I should be posting. Don't forget to give this video a like, because it really, really helps me out when you guys like my videos and interact with them. If you're new here and want to subscribe, I'll leave a subscribe button right here. And if you want to watch more of my videos, I'll leave them sprinkled everywhere. This is Queen of Horror.